It's day 2 since colleges across Tamil Nadu reopened. We come to you from the Loyola College in Chennai, and students have not turned up in large numbers. At the moment, the government allows only 50% attendance at any point in time. So many guidelines and SOPs in place, and no entry for symptomatic students or teachers, and all teachers ought to be fully vaccinated. And with me, a group of students and the HOD of the English department. Thank you all very much for your time. If you can begin with you, Siddharth, how is it back to be on campus?
Really excited and really happy. It's been over a year since I came to campus. My first day was in college, on campus, then the second day went online. So we missed out a lot of things on socializing with friends, meeting our professors and interacting more in the academic orient, because we had 3 hours of classes and that's it. That was online. But on campus, you can actually stay until 4:30 and meet a lot of people and know more people. So that was something we missed online, and I'm very happy the colleges have reopened and we can play, pause on it was paused earlier, now we can play on our on-campus life.
Right. Jacqueline, you are a postgraduate student. Almost your first year was online.
Every month was online. We came here for 1 month, February, and we try to learn everything practically, because I'm doing a practical course. I'm doing digital journalism, which involves photography, editing and everything, which needs practical knowledge. Through online, it was really tough for us to cope up with the syllabus. It was really hard for us to really learn stuff. But now, I guess, after reopening, we can finally learn some practical knowledge stuff, and we can finally know what we really want to know here.
Right. College experience also opens up opportunities to develop your communication, leadership skills, to listen to other people. What all did you miss during this 1 year lockdown time?
Yeah, as you rightly said, when we have online classes, we lack that communication skills that we have with friends or with faculty or with people in the campus. So this past 1 year was pretty difficult for us, and we did have our classes online, but the socializing skills were lacking among students, and that is one reason actually students are feeling much eager to come back to the campus, to meet their friends, their classmates, and also to interact with the faculty. And I guess the faculty also feel the same.
Right. Professor Anthony Sami, the HOD of English. Sir, in terms of placements, how is the situation? Has the lockdown or the pandemic impacted?
In fact, the pandemic has helped Loyola College very positively. Last year we had a good number of placement from 108 companies. The highest take-home pay was 22 lakhs per annum from Adobe company. The average pay was 6 lakhs per annum. According to the Economic Times, it has been reported that Loyola is one of the 2 colleges that has topped the list of placement last year. And in Chennai, in Tamil Nadu, Loyola is the only college that has got large number of placements.
And for college faculty, Professor, how challenging has it been to shift from in-person teaching to virtual learning or teaching?
Definitely it is challenging. It is all of a sudden we have to be online, and it was very, very challenging, and more planning and kind of preparation was required. In fact, a teacher has to be prepared fully, but then it was a little challenging to switch over from one mode to another mode, and that's exactly happened. Especially when we had fully online classes, the connectivity issue was the problem for the students, especially from rural areas, and they always complained about their bandwidth, and they could not participate in the interaction that we tried during the online mode, and that was the biggest challenge that we faced during the online mode. And definitely it has got its own merit, and teachers and students could explore lots of online resources, and in fact today we are all tech savvies. Both the students and staff are learning to adapt ourselves to technology thanks to pandemic. But then it has got its own disadvantages from the side of mentoring, counseling, and in fact the very campus life that contributes towards the all-round personality of students, that is found missing.
That's right. In the back of your mind, you also have a sense of fear. Pandemic is still on, possibility of third wave, and reopening colleges, could it lead to the spread of the virus?
Yeah, we just hope that the third wave doesn't come and we are not going back to the online mode of learning. And I would like to personally ask all the students to actually go for the vaccine, get vaccinated, get both the doses, so you are ready to come out and actually have the real life experience of learning at a campus.
You're fully vaccinated?
Yes, yeah.
All right. Honestly, tell me, did you take the online classes seriously or
50% maybe, 50% not. But that's the thing, online classes, it did affect our education system in a positive way as well. It gave us a window of opportunity to learn more, learn more than what we learn in class. So that is one thing that was the best part of our online classes. You don't just restrict yourself to what course you're doing. You have opportunities on online courses. You can do internships much more easier staying at home. So it did give the student a lot of opportunities, and it also is kind of shifting the education system. It's going to be a window that's going to shift the education system. So probability attention rate was minimal, but the opportunity is more than 80%. So it sees a good growth in the education system as well.
right? Do friends shake hands? Do you hug?
No, we don't. The college is really strict on that. We are having these sanitizers and everything in every blogs. They are really strict on this. We are not having any interactions on that. It is really tough for us to actually meet our friends after so long and not really shaking hands and hugging. But yeah, for COVID we need to do it. So yeah.
Right. Professor, what kind of stories you hear from students in terms of students losing their parents due to COVID, loss of jobs or salary cuts? What kind of...
In fact, that's a very sad thing to share with you all. Heard that many students lost their parents and the dear and near ones, siblings and so on. That's a very sad part of it. Quite a number of students have shared their unpleasant experiences. Even they themselves were affected by COVID, and they were not able to take care of their parents. And at the time of parents being affected, students themselves were affected even financially, and mentally and so on. It's a sad part of it.
What way does the college help them?
In fact, we empathize with such students. We do send them messages, and also possibly some of the helps like financial help we do. We do reach some of the students in terms of mentoring, counseling. In fact, Loyola College has set up a counseling center through which we reach those students, not only those students, even others who are in need of such emotional support, and give them a constant support. We do keep in touch with them, and that is one thing that Loyola students are very happy about the management. In fact, Loyola has taken a step forward to reach all the staff and students, whether they are affected by COVID or not. They do keep in touch with them.
Professor, is there also a question of digital divide among students? Not everyone can afford a smartphone or laptops.
The digital divide is very much felt among the students, even at Loyola College. And that is the reason why management has taken a step forward to identify the number of students who are deprived of such gadgets to have one. And college has harnessed lots of funds from the alumni to supply whoever is not having a gadget. And such students have been given one, and that's one of the important aspects that we want to like to also continue this year. In fact, this year it is going to be a student initiative. Students themselves are going to organize harnessing funds and getting the equipments and supplying to the students who want to have such gadgets to attend online classes. And those students will use it and return it at the end of the academic year. So it's not going to be any cost effective on the part of the students this year. Definitely.
That's very nice. Thank you so much for your time, all of you. Colleges cautiously reopening, and they hope that in the weeks to come the attendance would improve and the government would also permit 100% attendance on campuses. At the same time, the government also urges students and the leftover faculty to get themselves fully vaccinated. At the Loyola College in Chennai with Suresh, Sam Daniel, for NDTV.